Today's horoscope, Aries, April 8, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. The planet of communication, Mercury, turns direct today after over 3 weeks of retrograde motion. As a result, you'll find decisions become more straightforward and delays lift. It's best to be more aware of how you express yourself today, but as you advance, recent misunderstandings will likely clear up in the coming days and weeks. Still, the shift itself can effectively magnify problem areas, so do your best to avoid focusing on trivial matters as Mercury makes its turnaround. Mercury began its retrograde in your sign but later retreated into the sign just behind yours. Now, Mercury turns direct, and you'll see some recent problem areas untangle, but Mercury won't return to your sign until the 16th. When even more clarity is likely to come. While you're unlikely to see immediate results with the shift happening today, you can look forward to more clarity in decision-making. It may feel like you're sinking into a dark cavern today. However, even when we experience rocky cosmic weather, we must lead with compassion, sensitivity, and love. Sweet and sensual Venus, our lesser benefic and the goddess of romance and affection, will unite in an exact conjunction with mighty Saturn, now orbiting in your solar house of secrets, privacy, and the unconscious. If your anxiety is popping up about your personal and romantic life, try to breathe through it or listen to your intuition. Secrets could also be of particular notice at this time. Lead with love. The time has finally come. You may have felt the struggle these past few weeks. Since mid-March, you could have felt unsure of yourself and if you were doing a good job at work. During this time, anxiety, self-doubt, and other insecurities might have crept in. Although this has been a mentally and emotionally enduring period, you should be relieved to know that Mercury stations direct in Pisces today. Moving forward, your confidence in your skills, talents, and professional position should resume, as you build yourself back up in the post-shadow period. Give yourself an inch and you might take a mile. I recommend you bring that tendency poolside. Swimming is an exercise that benefits the body and mind, and it is not an expensive sport. Whether you are a beginner or a high school champ, try to integrate this lovely, low-impact sport into your life. It strengthens your lung capacity while toning your whole body, and once you get on a roll it can be like meditation. Weather permitting, it's a wonderful bonus to be outside. Your analytical skills will be strong on this day. Probing into things and getting to the heart of the matter will come easily, making it a good time to do some research, quality control, or investigative work. Your emotions are far less likely to cloud your judgment with this essence at hand, and you'll see in a more objective and practical way. Use this energy to take a second look at the systems you are currently using to check for efficiency. This is one time when moving into the new working week with a heavy lean towards the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence can work to your advantage personally and professionally. In the center of things is Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, who 7 days after returning to Aries is already starting to expand your horizons. At the same time, with the moon not only set to return to your work sector in the heart of the working week but coming full circle from last month's eclipsing full moon, with some surprises up its sleeve, even the professional gods are calling for a wait-and-see approach. The moon's last visit to your romantic sector before Mars returns is already likely to be getting your attention, thanks to a friendly aspect to dreamy Neptune in Aries and the asteroid Juno in an adventurous part of your chart yesterday. By this time next week, Venus, the planet of love, will be in direct motion and on her way back to Aries, with today's romantically charged lunar vibes picking up on a growing sense of anticipation. Daily Planetary Overview. Can you handle it? That question isn't meant to intimidate, it's an invitation. An invitation to look within and ask yourself whether you're truly aligned with what you're chasing. As Venus retrograde meets Saturn in dreamy, deeply emotional Pisces, this isn't a time for surface-level decisions. There's weight in the air, the kind that asks for honesty. The kind that asks you to pause, breathe, and ask, is this really what I want? It's okay to admit when something doesn't feel quite right, even if you've already committed. even if you've been walking this path for a while. Just because you can see something through doesn't mean you should. If you're chasing a goal that no longer inspires you or holding on to a plan that no longer fits who you are now, consider this your gentle cosmic permission to stop, recalibrate, and pivot. That doesn't mean giving up. It means being real with yourself. It means choosing not to waste time on things that drain your spirit. The clarity you're looking for isn't far away. Mercury is stationing direct in Pisces tonight, casting a soft but steady light on your thoughts. The mental fog begins to lift. And with it comes a new kind of confidence. Not the loud, flashy kind, but something quieter, deeper. A sense that yes, you do know where you're going now even if the steps feel cautious or uncertain. You're not rushing anymore. You're moving with purpose. And that's powerful. Think of it like this. Imagine walking a familiar road, one you've traveled 100 times before. But this time, you stop. You look around. You notice a path just off to the side, a little overgrown, a little uncertain, but something about it pulls at you. That's the new direction calling. You don't have to abandon everything or burn bridges. Keep the friendships, the memories, the lessons. But let go of the habits, patterns, and relationships that are no longer nourishing you. This is a transitional phase. A threshold. And yes, sometimes that means you'll feel torn. You might notice tension rising in your closest relationships, maybe with your partner, or family, or someone who knows you deeply. Don't panic. That friction isn't necessarily a sign that something's broken. Sometimes, it's just the pressure of two people evolving at different paces. Give each other space. Breathe. Focus on your own center. And when you return to each other, it might be with clearer minds, softer hearts, and a better understanding of what really matters. As you move forward with your plans, because you are moving forward, know that things may take longer than you expect. And that's okay. This isn't a race. This is about building something real. Something that reflects who you're becoming, not just who you've been. Focus. Be patient with the process. There will be setbacks, but don't let temporary disappointment stop you. Even when doors close, others quietly begin to open. Keep your eyes and your heart open for those quiet shifts. If you're struggling to make a decision, that's normal. Doubt is part of growth. Eventually, the pieces will come together. The fog will lift. You'll see the road clearly again, and not just for yourself, but in a way that helps others too. You'll find compromise, common ground, the win-win. But in this emotionally charged atmosphere, be mindful. Emotions might run high. Tempers might flare. You might catch yourself in the middle of an argument that started over nothing. Try not to let the moment carry you away. Step back. Let the feelings rise and pass through. Don't act out of anger, especially not toward the people who care about you most. You're human. They are too. And about those big promises or shiny financial opportunities that seem too good to be true, you know where this is going. If something feels off, trust that instinct. You might not have all the information. A well-timed pause can save you from a mistake. Let the dust settle before you decide. Take care of your body. There's a lot happening in your mind and in your heart, and your physical energy might be dipping. Don't ignore it. Your nerves are whispering what your soul already knows. You need rest. Not laziness, but real rest. Quality sleep. Gentle movement. Time with yourself that's not filled with screens and distractions. When you finally do slow down, you'll realize how much your body was asking for it. And in that stillness, you'll find peace. Deep, grounding peace. Today isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about knowing when to let go and when to hold on. It's about trusting that you're not lost, even when you're in between chapters. You've come a long way. And even if the path ahead looks unfamiliar, you're not walking it alone. Others are navigating their own quiet revolutions. So share your story. Have you recently changed course? Are you letting go of something that no longer fits? What's one step you're taking toward what truly matters? Your voice could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Keep going. You're doing better than you think.